music for the game, so I can hear. What I'm basically trying to do here is I'm trying to show you some glitches that I knew of for this game. But that first segment right there that I was filming did not properly have the mic on OBS. So the first 2 minutes of that video don't matter now. But thankfully I didn't film the glitch with the mic not being on. Basically, I don't have to refilm the video. So, hold on, let me just move the mouse off the screen. So, how do you shoot? Oh, it's this. I'm sorry, it's been forever since I played Thrillville. Last time I played this game was like what, 2013? A long time ago. Oh yeah, I forgot that you can shoot their arm off and they don't shoot. You can shoot their limbs off. Anyways, I'm trying to see, I don't know if the glitch only works in the multiplayer version. And I don't know if anybody else in the world knows the glitches too, because the glitches, like, they're kind of unique. And the problem with this glitch, this one though, is kind of difficult to pull off, because if I don't do it improperly in time, I could end up not falling back into the map, or I'll fall into the void forever, because you have to jump and then you fly indefinitely. You have to jump on that, and then you have to jump and get out. But it's kind of difficult to do. So when I got this, I had to, well, at least I made sure that I have the oldest version of the game. Or at least oldest I could get my hands on, to properly test out this glitch. And again, I don't know if it only works in multiplayer. And that would suck if it does, because that means I'd have to connect to my other controller. Come on! Oh my god, dude. I think it might be in multiplayer. I remember getting it to work in single player. I'm just admiring the shitty models for the guns and all that, how crappy they look. And maybe that's the problem. I remember getting it with this, but you have to basically jump from here onto that side. But it is a bit difficult to do. I think you need to do it in multiplayer mode. You know, I just realized it's something bizarre.
I rule.
What the fuck, dude? I'm not trying to get copyright claimed. So there's one on Pirate Raiders, but you can only do it in the multiplayer mode. So go into battle, and then pick whoever you want to be in. Hold on, let me go grab my other controller here. Let me go grab a cord for it so I can plug it in. So I grabbed my other controller here. I'm going to plug it into the computer. Just gotta clarify too that that is in fact my computer and not your computer doing that da-na-na sound. You know what I mean? You'll hear it in the morning. So yeah, now I connected that controller. So what I need to do now is, I accidentally saved to a save state. I accidentally clicked F1 and not escape. Now I have to go here and I have to go to controller port number 2 and then make it a DualShock 2 controller and automatically map to that controller. So now I can, well, this is weird. Why is it like that? This game is kinda terrible, to be brutally honest with it. Thrillville is kinda shit. And I can't believe I used to love this game back in the day, back when I was a kid. Like, I remember playing this, I played many ports of this game. I had this on the PSP, I had this on the GameCube, and on the PlayStation 2, funnily enough. So I'm not going to kill, you know, player number 2 here. I'm trying to test out the glitch. In fact, I'll try to control both of them at the same time. I'll get player 2 and player... Oh, there's the bridge, never mind, I forgot. So how the glitch is performed, and as far as I remember, this has to be done in co-op. There's no way you can do this in single player, or in the, like, it has to be done in split screen, from what I remember. This, like the previous map, also has an issue where you could make a mistake and be falling through the void forever. So there you are, and there I am. So I don't know if I can perform this glitch, but... like, basically you have to start right here, and you have to start jumping. But I don't even remember how to do the glitch. It's been so long, and I don't even know if I have the right version of the game. This is the PlayStation 2 version, which I remember doing it on. Oh, hold on. Was there any, like, special button that you need to press? I believe you just have to jump up here, because the only buttons that are on this is switch weapon and shoot the guns. I'm crouching. Hold on, how do you uncrouch? It's Y. Hey, that's probably what you did. You had to crouch. You had to do, it involved crouching. At least that's what I remember. It involved crouching. Well, I know I can't do it, so what about player 2? Yeah, so now you're gonna give it a try. I'm done with it. Oh my gosh, the cord is so short for this, I almost yanked out the hard drive collection. So how about you do it? Yeah, to be honest, this would be a lot less dead without the music. You can't tell me that the only reason why this... No, because I've tried it on the Xbox version and it was the same too, so it couldn't have been, like, the disc was scratched and something got weird. Because I tried it on the Xbox, went backwards compatibility playing it on the 360 though, and, it worked. But here I'm trying to do this glitch and it's like... not good enough. I hate to say this, but I don't think I can perform the glitches because I don't remember how to do them properly. And that sucks, dude, because that means I got this game for nothing. I know that Wild Frontier, though, that one is possible. And I'm just gonna do it on co-op mode. Well, not co-op mode, battle mode, where me and this dude are going at each other's throats to see if it does work, because you can't honestly expect me to believe that this does not work. I've seen it with my own two eyes, and I know I sound crazy, but it's true. And I've done it on, well, the original Xbox version and the PlayStation 2 version. And yeah, I know that maybe there's some difference there. I forgot the mouse was on screen. Because the disc was scratched compared to, well, you know, now where I'm playing, well, obviously I'm playing this on PC XX2, so obviously the disc is about as crystal fucking clear as they come. I shouldn't have killed him. I should have let him stand there so I could have switched to him whenever I, you know, do the jumping and I fail, or I fall through the void forever. Because it is not that easy to pull off. It is pretty difficult. You wanna know what I'm gonna do? When I get back up there, when I get back to the position, I'm just gonna create a save state. And constantly keep loading that state until I get it. Because I'm tired of just walking back up these ladders. So when I get back onto there, I'm gonna create a save state and I'm gonna keep loading that state. So saving the slot 1. And I failed immediately, so now I have to load that save. What the fuck, dude? You gotta load from slot number 1. What the hell? Now I'm trying to load save slot number 1, but he's like, nah, I choose 3. I choose 3. And I just jumped off for no fucking reason. And now every time I do this, every time I click on this, it's always gonna load. Oh my god, dude. What the fuck? I usually don't dick around with save states because they're not, you know, foolproof. They do have problems. Which is kind of the reason why I'll manually save. I prefer to manually save a game than use save states. Because save states, again, aren't foolproof. They are flawed. So I'm going to save right here, and now I gotta save. Okay, so now I can keep clicking F3 to keep rewinding the matrix every time I make a mistake and don't make it. I swear, dude, I have no idea what's wrong. This was easy to perform and I didn't even jump. Because basically you have to... Unless it's like... Oh my god, dude. I don't know how possible it is. Because I remember you had more speed and momentum, but now it's like... I can't even seem to get over the gate. And I tried crouching in midair, that didn't help my case at all. Is there some sort of like heroin in this that increases my speed or something? Because I have no idea how the fuck I was able to... Like, I keep jumping and I keep almost making it, but then I fail. It's like, why? So there's like this little gap right here, basically. There's this invisible wall right here. And you basically need to jump right over that. But it's not as easy as this bitch sets it out to be. Okay, hold on. Okay, we're getting closer here. If I can just get my shit together, we can get past it. When I was younger, I used to perform it first try, but now I can't even get it to work. When I was younger, like, playing this on my PS2 or PSP or whatever, I could perform this, like, first try every single time. But now, trying this here, I can't even gap over that. Which is bizarre because I'm using the oldest version possible. Are you telling me the older version of this game was actually more fixed than the newer version? And I keep rewinding the matrix every time I fail to gap it. And I bet that should be an epilepsy warning now. Every time I click F3, the screen always flashes back and then shows the color. Which means that somebody... That's not gonna be good for nobody. That could be an epilepsy problem. So, I'm trying to get out of bounds because there is a little gap right over here. Like, as you can see when shooting. Okay, so exactly how... There is a wall right there. Wait a minute. Then how come it's not there in the other versions of the game? So the newest version of this game is the most... In fact, you wanna know what I should do? I'm gonna go pose this dude right here so he can see me fail every single time. Motherfucker. I'm starting to I'm starting to think, is there, can I just hack this bitch, please? Like, go to, like, can I just cheat at it? Like, PPS's PP has cheats, and I have this big folder filled to the brim with cheats. And I don't have retro achievements activated, so it's not a crime. You can just disable those. Well, actually, you can keep it enabled, but it's going to ask for my retro achievements login, to which I'm going to say no, because I don't feel like logging in right now. Especially when I'm myth busting this shit right here. So now I gotta, like, cheat. Enable edit cheats. There are no cheats for this, by the way. Well then, what the fuck? And I created a save state where, after I did that... Well, hold on. So we can just successfully say I won. I'm the real hero. The reason why I wanted to play this game was to show off those glitches, but I can't even perform the glitches. They're fucking impossible. One hit is all it took, and then you're dead. Hold on, I'd like to see the reloading animations. Not that perfect. Doesn't even remove it. And I know what you're gonna say, well, this is a game from 2004. And yeah, that's an argument right there, but I can think of other PlayStation 2 games that are realistic like that, and no, it ain't just the Call of Duty series. Okay, so the camera really is where... The camera's where his crotch is. That's weird. Why is the camera where his crotch is? That's like the perspective of... Well, you know. Well, I know where the barn is. He's right over here. Yeah, I see him right up there. Oh, there he is. Oh, never mind. I got confused. I thought he was on the second floor for a second there. It was just those two guns rolling about, which I'm gonna take, even though I already have them. I tell you, man, this game is actually kind of, well, to be brutally honest with it, PlayStation 2's era, I mean, you know, like, compared to some of the games I played on this console and on this channel, this game ain't the worst, but it ain't really that great. It's kinda mid, and I'm taking forever to kill this guy to get my own achievement for this, so I can keep killing him 1,000 times. Okay, I killed him 7 times. Just a few more. It was just the second position, now it's that. Oh my gosh, dude. Gotta kill him 2 more times now. One more death and I'm the winner. And I'm the victor. Hi, how are ya? My accuracy was terrible. Well, I guess I have to show you. I guess I can't really do that plan, but I can show you the game, I guess. Even though you probably already know all about this game. Ain't no off the rails, so it's not gonna be perfect. You know, I don't think I might really. I might not release this video just because of that. And we got a game with mini golfing before Golf with Your Friends. And that was supposed to be a hole-in-one, you bastard. And that was supposed to also be a hole-in-one, you bitch. You fucking robbed me of that. And I fucking hit that one too hard there. I should have been a little bit more lighter with her. Excuse me, how the fuck am I supposed to play golf and I can't even see where the bowl is? Like, come on, that's gotta be enough. You know, despite it being a mini golfing sim, it ain't that much better than Golf with Your Friends or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and that was not hard enough. I swear, this game's for bitches. Well, that was close. What the fuck, dude? Now, know what I hate about this? It not telling us where the fuck to go. Something tells me it could hit that edge right there. That's kind of what I figured what was gonna happen. You know, this game does have not the worst soundtrack in the world. I played PlayStation 2 games with, well, obviously shittier soundtracks. Okay, perfect. Now you've basically lined him up for victory here. That's enough power! It's over 9,000. If it didn't fucking stray away, then yeah, that would have went in. Okay, so hit that with full power right there. No, I guess it wasn't. That was not meant to be. You're a cunt. I'm starting to give up on this. I think I might just release this video just because at least I tried to make a video about this game. Because this video game, despite it being, like, not the best PlayStation 2 game in the world, this game will always hold a special place in my heart. It really will. Even though it of all of its flaws and all of the problems it has. This music reminds me of The Sims 2, specifically the PlayStation 2, Game Boy, and I meant to say PlayStation 2 and GameCube alongside the Xbox version. Well, that makes you the best in the world almost. And of course, we have a lot of stuff that needs to be unlocked. How the fuck do I play this? Move cursor, undo, place component. Where am I supposed to get it? I don't understand what was the assignment. That was one. I was a pro at that when I was a kid. But that's being a running theme. Oh yeah, when you were a kid. So what, like 2010? Okay. Because yeah, I was a pro at this when I was younger. Two stars, and that was on normal. Your music's awfully quiet. You wanna know what this song just kinda reminded me of? Persona 3. Should almost play that game again. I miss Persona 3. And not the remake, FPS. Along with Persona 4. And not the remake, but the remake doesn't even exist yet.
Give me some space. It's tough to school you when you're mugging with your grill in my face. But I can do it, no doubt. I got the tools of the trade. I mix you up like
Obviously, I was gonna choose purple. You know, that's the only thing I hate about this game. Not even this game, but emulating shit. It's just that it's, you know, gonna be the best experience. Kame? Turns out, no, it's not like Dragon Ball. You can't sacrifice laser.
plasma stream.
Motherfucker. This bitch is so hard. What the fuck am I doing? That rock was the enemy. You know, I would play the story mode, but the problem with the story mode is that would take forever. No! Right in his head. Oh, that hurt. Ah, my head. You slipped, his feet slipped, bonked it right in the head. 1 star, you're not the best in the world, buddy. Well, I'm just playing this game. I'm not like, it's not like this is the game I play every other day. This is the game I used to play every other day when I was, well, obviously a lot younger than what I am now.
And you don't stop, we loop it. What? We loop it. Come on, we loop it. We loop it. The verse, the first, chapter 1, in which our hero wastes no time.
Saucer Sumo.
Motherfucker.
Yellow is in the lead.
No. I'm fucking terrible at
Green is in the lead. Red is in the lead.
No. I got in the fucking ice. They're not all powerless. Turns out it was a power up and it's fucking nonsense.
Game over.
Holy fuck, dude, this game is... a lot fuckier than I remember it to be. Here's what inspired Rocket League. Remember Rocket League? I remember Rocket League. Yeah, we played Thrillville, and then we kind of saw this and said, that's so fucking sick. We should make a game about that. But a game that's like that, but... let's make a game that's like that. Let's take some keep on going there, buddy.
2-pointer.
Obviously, I'm going to grab it. How do you throw it again?
Two-pointer.
You dirty bastard.
Goal!
Dirty fucking coward.
Way to go!
This is why you're it. I swear that he threw, but he missed. Well, clearly it's not Rocket League, because if in Rocket League, when the ball goes in, it's in. But here, it's gotta be by an input of somebody. If the ball magically rolls in, that doesn't fucking count. At this point, I'm just gonna be drifting.
Two-pointer.
No. Come on, let's go.
Way to go.
This game is for pussies.
Way to go. Way to go.
There's not a whole lot to say about this game, and to believe it or not, I've played almost every port of this game.
Oh yeah. Okay, now I'm angry. Bang!
Nobody. Oh, that's a little kid I was supposed to say. Nobody.
Oh!
You are mean.
Motherfucker.
How do you like me now?
Mom!
You know, the voice lines
Yelled
are
that
some.
one.
No!
Nailed ya.
Not cool.
Okay, well, so far I'm the best in the world at game.
Move it or milk it. Oh, you got me! Yeehaw!
Not fair.
Move it or milk it. Yeehaw!
No way.
Well, it's very clearly and obviously that I'm the
Move it or
best in
milk
the
it.
world. Every bumper cars game I played in a game, I've always come first. That's gonna be the same case with this. Third, no, you're making shit up. You're pulling shit out your fucking ass. So somehow this little bitch, Audie, whoever the fuck this cunt is, got the best. Who is that? Well, hell, we doubt they're still alive, but, you know, just saying. Just saying. Yeah, dude, I hate to be a dick like this, but I think I'm done with this game. Which really sucks too, because I want to make a realistic video off of this game, because this is a really good game, but to be brutally honest with it, I might be making a idgaf lying right there. What the hell? It's not shooting where I'm shooting. According to this, I had terrible fucking aim. Worst shots ever. Well, when it wasn't exactly when my bullets weren't hitting where I was aiming, that's a problem on your end, not on my end. Oh no, I would not like to save it. No, I would not like to save my data. I think we're done with this game.